Hello. Hopefully my mic is on when I'm saying hello. Yes, it is on. But the game is not on yet. I need to turn the game on. Welcome to the stream. It is I, DZ, Maven, Dot Maven, or Captain Maven, or Admiral Maven, I guess as it is right now. In the long-winded adventures of the crew of the Aegis in the Delta Quadrant. Welcome to the bridge of my fabulous ship, the wonderful default bridge. So, anyway, tonight I got a few things to do. But we are going to be ending with Takedown tonight. So, let me just bring up what we're doing. No episodes. Getting close to the end, but we're not going to be ending things tonight. So, we've got more patrols to do tonight. And we have Takedown, which is pretty much the end of the Vaadwaur. Then there's like two more parts after this, which are kind of like wrap-up. Epilogue, I guess, sort of missions, but we'll do those in a separate part. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping up the Vaadwaur stuff tonight. Now, before we get that, you might notice on the right-hand side, we got some more miscellaneous things you need to do. Trying to make sure my stream is actually up here. Is it actually up? Because I'm just seeing a still image. Let me refresh Twitch here and see if that fixes the issue. It's still on the title screen. How far back is it? Usually when I start a stream off and Twitch kind of keeps up at the same pace, I mean, it will fall behind a little bit as time progresses, but this is like right at the start of the stream. It's like, oh, that's because I didn't switch the image. Oh, silly. Hey, people need to see the game. You can't just watch the picture the whole time while you're talking. There we go. That's why. Okay. This is why I got a monitor on my stream, so I can see actually what's going on the stream ends. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't know. Okay, anyway. As you can tell, we got reputation stuff we need to wrap up tonight. I got to tier 5 of the reputations. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it the day? I think it was the day before, Saturday. Also, my space tracer on clip. What the hell? What the hell, game? Game! Jesus, game. Why do you keep doing this to me? Why? Actually, no, I'm supposed to have techie, that's right. Also, I should have these extra skills now. Yes, I have these now. Usually with these skills, these active ground skills, I usually use the same ones. Medical nanite for extra heals, one little ship for the summon, and the piezoelectric perimeter snare for some damage, and the visual dampening field, which is a good... It's like a cheap cloak thing. It'll throw me... It'll kind of hide me from enemies if I'm taking too much damage. I use it sometimes on TFOs just to kind of blitz through groups of enemies especially if I don't have to fight. I can just use it and run past enemies. And for the space, active space rates, I usually go with the anti-time entanglement for just a targeted damage attack. Sensor platform for distraction thing, that's what it's mainly for. Tetrion Cascade creates a refracting Tetrion beam. You have to be careful when you're using this. I don't know why the game lets you use this when you're not targeting an enemy. Because if you do that, you end up wasting it, and it won't do anything. You have to make sure you're in range, target an enemy, and then click it. For some reason, the game will let you use it when you're not targeting an enemy, and it just fizzes out. And I just wasted it, so. And Quantum Singularity is like a cloak. It gives you a cloak. Kind of just a short temporary cloak. The rest of these I don't really use that often. The asteroid, I never really found this thing useful. I guess you're supposed to smack enemies with the asteroid, but it doesn't really seem to do that much damage. And Force Challenge doesn't seem to really do anything practical for me. It forces the enemy to face you. It's really kind of funny, but I haven't really found a good use for it. So it's like, if you just want to screw around with the enemy ships, you can use that, but it hasn't provided any real tactical advantage from what I've seen. So, Bionuclear Shield has its uses from time to time. Sometimes I'll use this, especially if I have a ship that is not as beefy as a cruiser. I might use this just to kind of it creates a shell, an AoE shell regeneration zone. And you can just park your ship in it and just regenerate shields constantly. And you can take some hits while you're doing that. It's not a bad skill to have. Sometimes I'll have this on, too. So, but I think for this ship, I'm probably just going to have these traits going here. I didn't talk about the rest of these here. I don't use these other ones that often. Defiance and Concussive Tachyon Munitions, I haven't really found much of usage. Defiance only becomes available if you're at low health, which is something I try to avoid. So, I never have a reason to use this, so. Usually if I'm low on health, it means I'm probably about to die, and this is not something I'm going to click. I'm going to click a healing or a cloak, or placate skill when that happens, so. Alright, and I do need to, I think these are all on here, because they did get shoved into my tray. Probably electric snares there. Where's the cloak? Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw this out for the moment. So I have the cloak on here. Yes, I got a couple of tribbles equipped. I did use some extra Lola nuts from the festival from some of my other characters to get the rainbow tribble for all my characters, because the rainbow tribble gets a crit buff when you use it. Ideally, you would want to have all your bridge officers equipped with a rainbow tribble, but you know it's probably a little too much effort to go through right now. So I just have my main using the rainbow tribble. I think I got another special edition point too. I need to use. Yeah. Okay. Still working on the intel tree. I finished up the strategist tree. Strategist is done, so I'm working my way through intel now. After that, I don't know. Maybe I'll do Miracle Worker. Or Constable. Those usually the other two I do. Constable or Miracle Worker. I'll figure out when I get there. Anyway, let's get to actually doing something here. Let's get off the bridge here. Oh, wrong button. Leave ship interior. Need to wrap up the reputation stuff, and I'll show off some of the tier 5 reputation stuff. I haven't actually bought any of the tier 5 rep gears yet, because I'm actually going to wait a little while before I start really deciding what I'm going to get out of tier 5. I mean, there are some things that I definitely know I'm going to get, especially out of the Discovery rep, but think as I mentioned as I started the Delta Quadrant arc with the Aegis here, not much is going to change on the ship during this part of my playthrough, so I'm not going to be dumping a whole lot of rep stuff onto this ship. The next ship will have a lot of rep gear on it, so, but not this one. We're still sticking with the Aegis right now. We're only about halfway, my estimation, halfway through my usage of the Aegis, so it's going to be a little while longer here with this ship. Anyway, let's check out what we got going on with the final updates here. So we need to do Transmission 5. Let's see what Captain Kumaki, who we still have not been officially introduced to yet, has to say.
Captain's log, 4th Reckoning, Chronicle 93. We have returned to the Haranzi system. A new initiative, one to restore life to the scourged Kentari moons, has passed. We are here to carry out the will of the Khan. I am particularly pleased to restore the moon of Karlat. History tells us that it was once a place of beauty, with oceans and beaches to rival those on Ryza. A natural paradise, unmarred by technology or war. From what we can tell, the Kentari attempted to terraform the moon, with disastrous results. They turned it into a Class Y wasteland and left it to rot. It will be an honor to undo the damage to Karlat. I hope to have the chance to do the same to Kentari itself someday.
And that's it. We'll understand more of Captain Kumarki's plotline much later in the game. I know this is all a little bit out of context here, but eventually we'll catch up to where this stuff makes sense in the storyline.
After action report, stardate 49427, Commander Narrator reporting. Death has tried to claim me in many ways. Today's attempt was particularly novel. Command sent me to deal with a plot to destroy the U.S.S. Voyager. The Nakul intended to program an automated Cardassian warship to attack Voyager once it came into range.
Okay, it's
They
Nakul.
didn't plan on it considering them enemies, however. It killed the Nakul, and when I arrived, it tried to kill me too. It seems that this dreadnought had been reprogrammed with a vigorous dislike of Cardassians. I managed to escape, although leaving it there for Voyager to deal with was difficult. I greatly dislike being shot at, especially by an idiotic robot starship.
Okay, I think she's referring to the, yeah, okay, I remember this. There was like, there's an episode of Voyager where, I think it was a B'Elanna-focused episode where she basically had to try and defuse and stop a dreadnought ship. It wasn't really a dreadnought, it's more like a giant, computer-controlled, massive torpedo ship, but they call it a dreadnought, and she had to kind of reprogram it because she got stuck on it, I think, before it went to its destination and blew up a planet or a city or something. So it was an interesting episode. It was a B'Elanna focused episode from what I recall. And let's listen to Admiral Lita.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. We've crushed the Iconians, turned back the clock, and destroyed them 200,000 years in the past. Thanks to our temporal shielding, the fleet has remained immunized from changes, and we've been able to keep our timeline mostly intact. I've made a few small adjustments to suit my own tastes. Now it's my time again. The Pa Wraiths have given me great power over fire. The visions of the Wraiths have shown me a universe in fire. A universe for me to conquer. Through the fires of the Badlands, with the technology of the future, I can open a door to another universe. And once I have a foothold in that realm, I will have a place beyond the reach of the Emperor, where I can plan for his destruction and my eternal reign. Oh. That sounded a bit megalomaniacal. Well, I suppose it's only megalomania if you're actually delusional.
So she brings us some interesting plot points. Apparently, in the Terran universe, she succeeded in killing off the Iconians 200,000 years ago. So I guess they do not exist in the Terran universe anymore. And also, she can use the Power Race and Iconian technology to open gateways in the Badlands. So I guess it explains what's going on in the Badlands. Okay, now we need to go back to the Dyson Sphere. Oh, the Dyson Sphere one is going to be totally worth it. Because it does involve a little bit of a mission. A small mission. Very small mission. Let's see, while I'm here, I need to put these things into my bar here. I guess we're going to put these down here. Okay. Let's go straight to the Dyson Sphere. Excuse me. See, I just had my air conditioner on for like 18 minutes now, because I turned it off right when I started streaming. It's already getting warm in my room. Oh god, I hate summer. Well, I mean, no, actually no, I don't hate summer, it's just I don't like having my air conditioner off. But I have to keep it off when I'm streaming, otherwise it makes a crap ton of noise in the background. I do it for you, anonymous viewer who may or may not be out there. Run, 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 run. I like having the Coalition armor. It gives me increased run speed. It's fun. Okay, what's up with my dinosaur friend? What's up, Commander? Can I help you?
We've intercepted new Voth military communications. I think they've outed your contact.
I'll just walk away. Computer, have any files been received from Melon Exo?
One file received at 0530 hours today.
Computer, play file.
I'm sad at the thought that this may be my final transmission. I've enjoyed our talks together, but I came across something tonight that is too important to leave to chance. I was recently assigned to the Circle of Material Sciences. Apparently, my expertise in using isotopes to date archaeological finds means I'm an expert in chemistry, at least to a military personnel officer. One disadvantage of keeping disciplines separate based on expertise is a lack of shared knowledge, where my new colleagues added footnotes about inverted tetryon particles. I saw a connection to omega molecules, a connection of which they were unaware. On a small scale, my hypothesis yielded a small rift. Applied to the scale of this entire facility, this sphere was built to travel through subspace, across the galaxy. The Voth leadership was excited to learn of this discovery as well. Imagine an entire solar system full of ships hiding inside this sphere. Imagine teleporting them anywhere in the galaxy in an instant. I assure you there are Voth battle plans in the works right now using this strategy. My species is under attack near our home sector. The fighting has reached a stalemate, but there are still lives being lost on both sides. Every option is being examined to bring an end to the fighting, even the most extreme. I've seen reports on weaponizing omega molecules to destroy large swaths of subspace and lock our enemies into their own parts of space. I must put an end to my people's pursuit of such disastrous weaponry. I will not have a part in isolating the Voth race by making space unnavigable, even at the price of a continuing war. My work with the Voth is finished. Hopefully I will not follow suit.
End of file.
Go get him. Maybe you can find him before his people do.
I will certainly do that. And just for reference, I do have some bridge officer slots available for this dude. I went ahead and used some of my extras in just to get some extra slots. I might have to do again in the future at some point, but for now I have the available space for my reptite friend. He is still a reptite. To me, he is. What am I doing here? Dizzy, why are you doing this right now? I don't know. It just popped up on me. It's a habit. It's a habit of mine just to keep things going. Okay. Locate now and Exo. He is this way. Let's go get him. Sorry, none. I'm on the way. Did I fly past him? Yes. Sorry, I was looking away for the screen for just a moment. There he is. It's right there. Thank you for finding me. I've been hiding out in this debris, hoping that my Voth Griffin wouldn't discover me first. After everything that's happened, I feel a tremendous guilt for furthering any Voth plans that could result in destruction on such a massive scale. If they succeed, we lose the galaxy. It's too terrible to even contemplate. What is the U.S.S. menace even firing at? There's like no enemy over there. Perhaps I could join your crew and aid in your efforts to keep such destructive technologies out of the hands of those who would abuse them. If you'll have me, that is. Yes, I will take you. His appearance changes slightly. Greetings, my name is Exo. I've been assigned to the network and ready to work with the Aegis enemies. Sure, join me. Here's a Voth. I have a Voth friend now. Get out of here. I don't know why that ship is in a fight with a satellite turret. The satellite turrets are on our side, as far as I'm aware, so it's kind of weird. Like, so, where is he? No, an XL. Okay. And now an XL, he is very rare. Science officer. I'm gonna keep him around. Now, usually, he comes with some pretty good talents. Let me promote him here. Yeah, he comes with Gravity Well 3, Particle Burst 2, Hazard Mirrors 2, and Tractor Beam. These are all pretty decent skills to have for a science officer, so... Although I see he doesn't have any ground skills. That's kind of weird. I don't know what's up with that, but... Let's see his traits. Superior core, superior creativity. Okay, well. Sometimes he comes with a good space trait, but I guess I didn't look out on that this time. There is a little bit of RNG involved with him. It doesn't always have the same skill set, but this skill set's pretty good for space. If I decide to do like a science build at some point, these are all good. These are all good skills to have for a science build. Hazard Emitters 2, I mean, it's like, yeah, you could probably go with Hazard Emitters 1, but having Gravity Well 3 and Particle Burst are both pretty good things to have. And let me go ahead and equip him up. I do have a suit I can give him. I do not have any armor at the moment. He comes with a unique weapon, his own wide beam pistol. This is nice, except for the fact that I can't upgrade it. That sucks. I don't know why they won't let me upgrade his personal weapon. As far as I'm aware, this is a unique weapon to the Voths, and I can't upgrade it. Thanks, game. Anyway. Alright, let's get to the Delta Quadrant here. And okay, before we actually get started, let me show you the tier 5 stuff we got now for this here. So tier 5 kind of unlocks most of the stuff you want for the reputations. So for a lot of the stuff in Discovery here is especially pretty good to have. I'm not going to talk about everything here, but I will point out a few things here that are kind of pretty sweet here. Both of these kit modules are both pretty good from what I've seen and experimented with. Gravity Containment Unit is just... This thing is so overpowered. It basically creates a giant vacuum field, and the farther an enemy away is from the field, the more damage it'll do to them. If you have somebody with a lot of high kit performance, this usually will one-shot most enemies, or will do a lot of damage to a boss. So, I have it on Thanos, my Jem'Hadar character, and it's just... He just clears rooms with this thing, and the cooldown's pretty quick on it too. It's a 15-second recharge cooldown on that. So, the much time device I really haven't experimented with it too much, but this is supposed to give you like a temporary like restore point if you should die within like a 30-second period. I haven't died yet while using it, but apparently it will automatically restore you if you should die for some reason. So that way you won't have to like call for help or anything like that. Pretty much all of the space gear on Discovery Rep is good. The shield here is probably the best shield in the game. A lot of people will say that. You may have seen that I have like I have one ultimate shield tech upgrade. That's going to be used for this when the time comes. I'm not going to get it right now. It's going to be later on. Lorca module. Everybody likes to use the Lorca module. It's a favorite. Wide angle dual beam phaser cannon, also good. Dark matter torpedo, which I already have. So pretty much just about everything in this rep is good. So if you're undecided on what stuff I should get during the rep, just get stuff in the Discovery rep. You can't go wrong with that. On Omega here, usually I might get the weapons and the armor out of the set, because the armor sets and weapons give you some nice parts to use for dressing up your characters. The equipment I really haven't used too much. A simulated module, simulated stuff will make your ship look Borgified if you want it that way. Do I have the connecting beam on my ship? I don't remember if I do have that or not. I do not. It's also something worth getting at some point, the net cutting beam. The rest of the space stuff I really haven't experimented with too much, you know. Nukara, if you're into like tachyon weapons and whatnot, or alternative environmental suits, you can get those here. I've been trying to experiment with some of the tachyon and Nukara stuff on one of my other characters, and it's okay. It's okay. Had a lot of the new Ramen stuff on my Ramen character, and it's okay. I don't really have much to say about it. Still, probably the best thing out of Ramen rep is probably the 0-point module here. I think I already have on my ship. I think, yeah, I got it right there. Dyson. I haven't really done a whole lot with the Dyson stuff. I did build a ship using the Dyson equipment, but I didn't find it really too amazing. The only thing good out of Dyson rep that I do use on the regular is the gravimetric torpedo. This creates gravity wells occasionally when you use it. This is especially useful on a science vessel, because it'll create gravity wells in addition to the own gravity wells you can use for the skill. A472 counter command. And I really haven't used too much of this stuff. I use the weapons sometimes from this set. This is one of the few sets that actually will give you some phaser stuff. It gives you phaser and disruptor stuff right off the bat. So that's the thing about some of the reputation weapons. You really don't get much of a choice on the weapon types. There's a lot of Polaron options, which I don't know why there had to be so many Polaron options in the reputation system. You don't need this many Polarons. Like, I know there's Polarons in Gamma, Polarons in Lucari, there's Polarons in Delta Alliance. Dyson, I think, is... I'm not even sure what Dyson is supposed to be. You get this proton weapon, which I don't know whether that's supposed to be anti-proton or just something different. Yeah. There's like a few Polarons. The only other phaser... Is there another phaser one? I don't remember. I guess Discovery will count as phaser then, I suppose. New Realms will give you plasma weapons. Nukara gives you Tetrion stuff. I think competitive gives you Tetrion as well. Temporal defense is anti-proton. Iconia is anti-proton. Terran Task Force, weirdly enough, is Disruptor. I don't know why this is Disruptor. It should have been Phaser. But you can get Phaser stuff. The Phaser weapons in Terran Task Force are good. They're top of the line stuff, but you have to get to Tier 6 first before you can get the Phaser stuff out of here, which is... like, okay. And I'm going to try to get as many of these up to Tier 6 as I can. That's why I'm still running these. Because I want to have access to the Tier 6 stuff, as well as getting the fleet modules and some of the other benefits that come with that, so... That's why I haven't really bought anything from these yet, because I'm still kind of trying to get these up to level 6, so... Tier 6, so... That's on the way at some point, so... That's why I really haven't bought anything yet at this point, so... Again, when the time comes and the next ship comes around, I will start using a lot of rep gear, but for now... The Aegis is pretty solid as a ship build right now, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So, we're going to finish up the Delta Quadrant arc with this ship here, so... Anyway, let's get on with it. Taking care of enemies.
Our alliance is going to need more help if we want to succeed against the Vaadwaur. We'll need to make pacts with other species in the Quadrant, and not everyone is going to see this our way. That's where you come in. Go out there and show them the value of cooperation.
Cooperation. Cooperation at the end of a gun. Alright, what do we need to do? Patrols! Way over here. Yeah. Okay, while we're on the way, is there anything else here that's probably worth taking a look at here before I... Iconian. Yeah, Iconian gear I kind of have on my old main. It's not too bad. I'm using... Space Set. Warp Core is pretty decent. On this one here. Terran Task Force. If you have a using Disruptor build, you have to have these disruptors. Again, they're pretty much equivalent to the phaser versions. They're both top of line. They increase damage the more... They increase their damage the more damage the enemy takes. So, that's why they're excellent to have. The set itself, pretty decent. I like the Vanity Shield effect on this one. It's actually pretty nice looking. Temporal. I had this on one of my other characters. Really enough, my tactical battlecruiser character. This set is actually more useful on a science build. I don't know why I put it on there, but this is an option for a science build. So, and you get these are anti-proton weapons. This set here. Lucari comes with mainly Polarons. These are some of the better Polarons, I think, the Lucari ones. Wait, we're here already. We got there pretty quick. I have not really used the space set yet on anything, so I haven't really gotten around to it yet. Competitive war games. As an okay rep, people are gonna say go for the impulse engines, which is fine. But if you do want to, also this here. If you're tired of using the freaking lightning gun that comes on escort ships, you do have an option to get a different experimental weapon here. If you don't have access to any C-store escorts with different experimental weapons, you do have this as an alternative. The experimental black shot artillery. I would probably replace the lightning gun at some point with this if you can, because this is just better and not. The lightning gun is not super effective and it does get kind of annoying sometimes. But other than that, you get. There is a Tetrion Omni on here. If you need it. Now, a lot of people say go for the impulse engines. I would only use... I know some people use these regardless of whatever ship type you have. My opinion, from my experience, I would only use these on a cruiser. I would not use these on an escort ship, because an escort usually is pretty fast anyway. The thing that gets annoying if you have these on an escort, which I've experimented with, just give me a sudden boost of speed on an escort, and I'll actually be too fast in the escort, and I will just zoom past my targets with this thing on, because it will just activate anytime you use your weapon skill, and it actually gets kind of annoying. So I don't always use the competitive impulse engines. I will use them on cruisers, because cruisers are normally kind of slower ships anyway, so they kind of need the extra speed. Escorts, I probably wouldn't use them on an escort. Science ships are kind of... maybe. It depends if you really do need that extra speed boost on a science ship, but I know people will use them on any build regardless. I'm not really one of those people. I would only use them on a cruiser, so... Just my opinion. Just one man's opinion. So... And Gamma... I think I talked about Gamma a bit on my Gamma recruit character, but... the Gamma space set is pretty good. The warp core... This is one of the fastest warp cores in the game. This is like ridiculously fast for sector space speed. I can say it right. I think it's like the fastest warp core you can get for sector speed. It's just super fast. If you care about that sort of thing. It's probably really helpful with the tour of the galaxy, which does require speed in space. So, all right. Anyway, okay, that's finishing my overview of the rep system here. I might talk a little bit more when I get to Tier 6, whenever that happens. It's gonna be a while.
The Teray have reported a high incidence of raiders and piracy here. Their vessels are under Voth protection. Any acts of aggression toward them will be dealt with harshly.
We have no quarrel with the Teray. In fact, we're actually allies with them right now, so it's like... Yeah.
Good. Be advised that there are Teray fighters inbound for trade relations with the hierarchy. Our escort vessels will be matching your position soon. Interference with Teray commerce will not be tolerated.
What's the hierarchy's interest here? Even though they're technically allies also.
Let me step in and answer that. Director Flynn, Economic Projects Management. The system is a hub for profitable trade with many partners. Unfortunately, profit attracts criminals. Security measures are being enacted to restore law and order to the system. Until those go into effect, the hierarchy is grateful for your assistance with those, concerns.
Okay.
We have several trading partners, including the Talaxians, the Hazari, and the Teray. Some of them have signed contracts with independent security providers, such as the Voth. A wise choice, perhaps, if not a costly one.
What is the nature of the Voth arrangement with the Teray?
We have a strategic arrangement with the Teray. They are a protectorate of the Voth. They have requested our aid in this system, and they will have it.
Okay. We support the Delta Alliance, and will assist in dealing with raiders and pirates.
I see our escort has arrived. And you as well.
Yep. Escorting. Vaadwaur. Captain Trinket. I will be taking no surprise on behalf of the Vaadwaur Supremacy. As a courtesy, I offer you a chance to disengage safely. I think you know what will happen if you choose to interfere. Unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going anywhere, Captain. Target ship in front of me, please. Get them all. For the supremacy. I think they're dead. to catch him in the airway. And attack him first. They're all crushed together. Good time to refill kills. You and enemies here. You are already our enemies.
That completes our run. We'll wait for our trade contact here.
Alrighty. He is already.
Much obliged for the escort.
Dame, what are you doing?
Little help here. It's not too much trouble. Excellent. We've completed our transport.
Disabled the
Afraid
ships.
it's time for the next step. You should know, we've got a secondary contract here, and you're about to be a big part of it. Well, until our new business partners blow you to pieces.
I have to thank you for telegraphing your intent here for the mission thing here. So yeah. Oh, let's see. What would be good to use on you guys right off the bat here? Actually, if I wait a little bit, I can get my domino back up here in a moment. We'll just wait here for a moment. Well, my weapon is charged back up to full power again. 20 seconds. See how fast I can take him out. Yep, they went down pretty fast.
Raiding another group of raiders inbound to the trade facility.
Alright, we'll
Ready
take
to
it.
intercept.
Vaadwaur. Oh, stop.
The Home Office warned us against dealing with the Hazari. I should have heeded that warning. Without their shipment, our profit margin here is almost non-existent. Time to step away while we can. We no longer require your services. Rest assured, you will be compensated for your efforts here.
Okay. Very well. I hope we can cooperate like this more in the future. Mr. Potato Head. I will take Omega. Receiving word from the Kinbar System Command. Looks like things have settled down here. Pretty clearly system whenever you're ready, sir. Punch it. Okay, we do have some additional patrols we need to do. Let me pull those up here. Okay. So we have Waitanti, we have Pansarka, Tekara, and Garen patrols. So let's look up the Waitanti patrol. See what that is about. Take us over their helm. Oh, thankfully it's not too far away. Da da da. Da da da. Over there. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Also, once this set is done, I think this is the last of the big patrol stuff we need to do. So after today, there probably won't be any more patrol stuff to do, unless I decide to go out of my way to do patrols in the Alpha and Beta Quadrant. In which case, again, like I think I mentioned a while ago, there's really no set amount of patrols. Actually, you know what? There are patrols you have to do in the Age of Discovery arc. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, okay, there will be patrols returning in the future at some point. What's going on here? Captain, a ship in this system is requesting assistance. Oh. Let's hear what they have to say. Admiral, circumstances on my ship require me to request your assistance. What's the problem? We have severe engine damage, and the problem is beyond the skills of my engineers. And how do you see the Aegis helping out? If you could lend us some of your engineers, I am sure we could complete the repairs quickly. That sounds possible. We can spare an engineering team for a few hours, sir. It should be enough to get them back online. Okay, we can do that. Captain, the turret ship shields just went up and her engines are online. They're sending a course out of the system with our engineering team. Oh, no, no. By the order Starfleet Command, I demand that you surrender our crew members immediately. Silly Alpha Quadrant regulations. They don't apply out here. Good luck retrieving your team, Admiral. You have to find us first. Why do you want our engineering team, man? Come on. You sound like Packwoods. Besides, the Turay is supposed to be on our side in the Alliance. Why are you doing this, man? Come on. We're going into subspace. Heck, man. Stabilize on the space portal. Spiritually unsustainable before it collapses or we won't follow them. Yes, I'm doing that. Airspace portal could lead to anywhere in Delta Quadrant. Well, it'll go after Vum, probably. Do it. You don't take my duty officers. Captain, we're no longer in the Waitani system. Where are we exactly? Rough numbers suggest that we are about 4 light years from where we started, Captain. Should we set a course back to the Waitani system? We need to track down those Turay. And I see some targets. What? How did you get here? Confound it! Why didn't we close the subspace corridor behind us? It was just for your job, Bob. Why didn't you do that? Using our space for non-Turay is punishable by death, while stealing my crew members is punishable by death. Back at you. Good luck making your way back to where you were. It's not like you can warp out of here and just go back the way you came. Oh wait, I didn't think about that. You have warp drive, you can just go back there. I was hoping you wouldn't have to come to this. I have to shoot you. I admit the plan was bold but foolish. You beamed your crew back onto your ship. Please accept our apologies and spare us of that. We may inform Mother Turay, but your kind is not as easy prey as we once thought. If I was a Klingon, yes, I'd kill them, but I'm not Klingon, I'm Starfleet, so... Let this be a lesson to you, Captain. Next time, I won't be so lenient. Thank you, Admiral. You'll let our people know how benevolent you can be. Bye. Sir, the engineering team is present and accounted for. Astrometrics has finally been able to determine where we were sent through the subspace corridor. We can leave the system now. Set a course back to the Waitani system. Don't mess with me, Turay. Don't mess with me. I already have beef with the potato heads and the Vaadwaur and the Goth. And the Hazari. Don't you get on my shit list too. Alright. What's next here? The Pansarka system. If you pass by, it's right here. There's a lot of planets here. Probably by the time we get to Riser with this character, I'll have the Sindarian Defender available. Probably check it out then. Okay, what's going on here? It's an interesting space map. Captain, an active Vaadwaur beacon is near our current location. According to my readings, this location in the nebula will make it difficult to detect by most other ships. Scanning it may prove useful. We may be able to intercept their transmissions or discover intelligence on their next actions. Your orders? We should be careful, as we'll have no idea what is within the nebula once we enter it. Plot course to the beacon and go to yellow alert. Pray, I hope you're worth my time. I'm gonna say I'm not worth the time. Perhaps they don't know about the ceasefire? Yeah, I don't think they care about the ceasefire. Come on, dude, stop poking yourself. I can poke myself too. Sir. Oh, now they want to talk. Cool. What do they want? Plans agreed to a ceasefire. I did not. I have not yet had the chance to hunt the Vaadwaur. They are rare creatures, striking quickly and disappearing in an instant. I wouldn't say they disappear in an instant, but stalking them is an unsatisfying hunt. Now I seek other prey. The greatest hunters pursue the most dangerous and elusive prey. What sport is there in an easy kill? You speak as if you understand our ways, newcomer. Very well, I will work with you. For now. Use the beacons nearby to lure the Vaadwaur out of hiding. We can conceal ourselves in the nebula. Their ships will not notice us until we open fire. When our prey appears, we shall strike them down. And if they are as challenging as you say, today will be a good day. Okay, very well. You just will activate the beacon. I will follow you. Go to nearby nebula to activate the beacon. Yeah. I guess I'll grab the gas while it's right here. Okay. We're gonna hunt Vaadwaur. Vaadwaur coming. So shall we. And many a different plan, they just kind of fucked off. Yes, that was unexpected. They're traveling in a pack. Smart. I enjoy hunting crafty prey. We will have to use a different beacon for each attack to keep them from guessing our position. I can upload a trap program into the next beacon. It will spring when the Vaadwaur activate their warp drive. The trap will disable some of the ships, but not all. Then we strike. Upload the virus. Activate the next beacon. Why are we helping this dude? Can't we send Corn to help him? This is more like her sort of thing. Now they see if the trap worked. Oh, some of them are left behind. Go get him. Oh, I guess I'll get him too. from the next nebula will bleed their fleet dry. Ugh. Erosion. Mindless brutes. Your efforts are meaningless. Go get him. Go on. Oh, a perfect trap. Prepare yourself, Vaadwaur, for your face to Erosion. Go get him. Sir, more Erosion ships are decloaking. They're opening fire on the Vaadwaur. Okay, fine. Let them fight. Actually, we'll probably go for this one here. All ships advance and fire at will. No quarrel given. None taken. More prey coming to hunting ground. Be killed. Recollect starship hull as trophy. Is that good enough for you guys? Are you satisfied now? An excellent hunt. The Vaadwaur are challenged for anti-hunter. If my entire clan joined the pursuit, they would have had a hunt of legend. I will inform the others. The Vaadwaur are our prey. We will avoid your ships. For the moment, do not assume this truce will last forever. Hunting you would be a singular challenge, Admiral. Don't hunt prey you can't kill, then. Admiral, the Hirogen are searching the Vaadwaur wreckage for trophies, and I'm not detecting any more enemy ships. I recommend we leave the area before the Hirogen try to involve us in another one of their hunts. Yes. Let's get out of here. Okay. So next we had the Takara system. Takara. This one. Set a course. Where is Takara? Right here. And there's nothing happening here. Okay. So next is the Garen system. Alright, so of course for the Garen system. It is right over here. Alright, let's see what's happening over here. Loading, 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 loading. I cleaned my keyboard today. If you're a PC gamer, not only clean your computer and out in, but clean your keyboard, because it gets filthy after a while. Well, work it. Nice, clean keyboard. It's nice now. I have an incoming transmission from Sub-Commander Sahin, Admiral. Wonder what she's up to this time. On screen. Admiral, thank you for meeting me here. I have a situation that requires your input. I'm sending coordinates to your con officer. We'll meet you there. I have the coordinates, sir. I'm also detecting multiple Vaadwaur ships. Scans show they are vessels that have all fought with Commander Eldex in the rebellion. The weapons are offline and they're holding position. Interesting. Take us in. Sub-Commander Sohan is hailing us, sir. On screen. We have an interesting situation on our hands, Admiral. Some of the Vaadwaur supporting Commander Eldex's rebellion have a proposal for us. What do they want? Admiral, my people cannot continue to fight their own kind. We are unwilling to return to Gaul and his corruption. Vaadwaur are nearly extinct. Our leaders are driving us down a path to ruin, and other races squabble over our remains. I request amnesty. There is nothing left in the Delta Quadrant for us. Amnesty? My people and I want to leave the Delta Quadrant, and go somewhere the ghost of our past will not haunt us. I know we are asking a great deal, so we have brought a token of goodwill to you and your alliance. We will happily give it to you in exchange for safe passage and protection from this war. Token. We have a map of underspace tunnels. Yours in exchange for amnesty. We'll think it over and make our decision. Interesting offer, isn't it? On one hand, these Vaadwaur are loyal to Eldex, and his civil war is giving us the time we need to strengthen our alliance and weaken Gaul's forces. On the other hand, though, their goodwill offering could be very useful. What do you think, number one? A map of underspace tunnels would be an intelligence coup, sir. It's hard to say what effect this defection would have in the long run for Eldex's forces, but it's interesting that they don't believe he can give them the protection they want. However, if Eldex loses more ships, the numerical disadvantage he's already fighting under will increase. He could lose his support in the final fight with Gaul. It's a tough choice, sir. Sub-Commander Sohan, I'm surprised you even bothered to ask me before accepting their offer. Your reputation precedes you, Admiral. They want you to personally guarantee their safety. It's a calculated risk. While I won't deny this would be a coup for intelligence, it might unravel some of the work we've done to divide the Vaadwaur. But the Vaadwaur are already spinning out of control. It might not be a bad thing to get whatever we can before Gaul crushes Eldex and his supporters. Okay, this is an interesting choice here. Thank you, Sub-Commander. Sir, hate to cut the debate short, but I'm picking up enemy Vaadwaur on sensors. Of course, shields up. Red alert. Where are they? Vaadwaur inbound. Whoa, back off. Back off. Don't want to be in the middle of that mess. That would not be helpful. I'm gathering reinforcements, so we're back soon. Okay. I guess we'll just kill the Vaadwaur. Here they come. Kill the Vaadwaur. Kill the Vaadwaur. Vaadwaur are pretty good at fighting for their bottom. I don't know why I feel like I'm not even doing much here. They just use artillery cannons on each other and just blow each other off. That was bracing, but I think it underscores how important it is to make a decision. So, what will it be, Admiral? You know, I think realistically it doesn't really make any difference in the final battle. I mean, I can't force them to fight for Eldex if they don't want to. So I guess you'll have your amnesty. Eldex doesn't need to know. Transferring the map of underspace tunnels to your intelligence officer now. My people need a new start. With your help, we can finally have one. But look. An interesting choice. Can't say I'm displeased with your decision, sir. They wanted out of the war. It was the right thing to do. That's my decision. I'm sticking to it. I hope we didn't make things more difficult for ourselves in the future. We're going to need every ship on our side we can get. The order, sir? Punch it. Get us out of here. You'll be fine. Okay. So that is it for patrols. We're ready for Takedown.
We're about to plan an attack on the Vaadwaur homeworld. We need a battle commander, and I believe you're the best candidate for the job. Meet with Admiral Tuvok and myself at the Jenolan Dyson Sphere to go over strategy.
Alrighty.
There's something interesting I'd like...
I'm gonna turn my hair on for a little bit. Okay, wasn't nearly as long as I thought it would be. It never is. Anyway, Takedown. Loading. Loading. You arrived in the Jenolan Dyson Sphere system, Admiral. Or inside the sphere. Not system, but... Our orders are for you to beam down to the surface for the conference about to take place. Acknowledged. Beam me down. A lot of different ships here, sir. Well, most of them here escort the Alliance. There they are. You ready to beam down? Yes. Beam me to the next loading screen. Hey, you know what this would be called? This was screaming. It would be a loading scream. Haha. Yeah, that was a bad joke. I don't know why. I just thought of that. Just now I thought of that. Admiral Janeway wants to speak with you before the briefing. I will do that. Admiral, we need some more lights in here.
Admiral Tuvok will be giving a presentation soon. Until then, I'd like you to speak with our allies and see what they're bringing to the table.
Are there any tactical updates I should be aware of? Oh, Admiral, thank you, Admiral. I'll talk to them. Okay, Tuvok, I don't have anything to say to you. You have Vinfins. There's 7.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaadwaur.
I know the Cooperative's numbers are few. What do they offer?
The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
Oh, thank you, 7.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaadwaur threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter. Harry, how are you getting on with our, friends?
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with U.S.S, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
What will the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Basically, they're just cannon fodder. That's what they are. Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
I look forward to fighting by your side. Cannon fodder. That's what they are, cannon fodder.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills, and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaadwaur will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaadwaur try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Thank you, Doctor.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We anticipate a mutually beneficial arrangement. Had the Hierarchy ever been introduced to the Ferengi? I was curious what would happen if they cooperated with each other at some point.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
What will they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you, Neelix.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract. To the letter. And we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract. And, okay, Mr. Tuvok.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Are there any tactical updates I should be aware of, Admiral Tuvok?
The Vaadwaur are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaadwaur forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaadwaur realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaadwaur Prime. The Vaadwaur believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaadwaur Prime itself.
Understood.
The presentation will begin momentarily.
Understood.
Perhaps you would be
I'll
willing to check in.
You don't have to repeat yourself. Mr. Benfin.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaadwaur. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated. And the Kobali.
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated. And, Teray.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaadwaur was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated. I appreciate everyone.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Not sure who I'm talking to. I think it's this one here. Thank you, Kallax. The Alliance appreciates your support. I appreciate you. Everyone, I appreciate. I need to do another presentation in here.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Go ahead, Admiral.
The bulk of the Vaadwaur fleet has pulled back to Vaadwaur Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaadwaur, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Tuareg will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kobali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear.
And intelligence. They have no intelligence.
The hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
Okay. We're done here. Beam up. Are you ready to beam up, Admiral? Yes. Let's get this show on the road. Hey, guys, what time it is? It's time for loading screen.
The fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready to finally feel like an admiral.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you?
Now you can probably choose any of these guys, but really there is an optimal approach to these here. If you're unsure, you can always ask Tuvok. He'll generally tell you which one is the most optimal choice here. So
we are facing a large number of rather weak vessels. We need ships that would not be overwhelmed by numbers. The Kazon might be a good choice, because they have a large number of ships as well. The Hazari, another good option, because their powerful defensive capabilities would help in this situation. The Cooperative would perhaps not be a good choice. They could be overwhelmed by the number of Vaadwaur frigates.
Give me a second. I'm just going to look up what the optimal selection is here. Okay, basically just starting with the Kazon, Hazari, Cooperative Hierarchy. Okay, so we're going to start with the Hierarchy, let them beat things up here.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of
and
allies
this is
do you
Kazon.
want to assist you? An excellent choice. The Kazon number should be a match for the frigates, and their lack of organization should not be too great of a hindrance.
Let's see what the Kazon can do. I'm sure this will go perfectly without any trouble at all.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
Of course they are. Commander Flores, what's your take? Are they just a bunch of shitheads? Sensors indicate the Kazon are moving into position with the Vaadwaur. Okay, so they are shitheads. On screen. Shitty Klingons. Admiral, some of the ships appear to be Nistrum. You're being hailed. It's Sessin. Sessin. I should have known. Actually, I don't really care about Sessin. Put him on screen. Fools! Did you really believe I would assist you in your folly? My mother's murder will be avenged at last. Janeway didn't murder your mother, Sessin. Seska brought her death upon herself because she tripped and fell and died because she was lame. They have closed channels, Admiral. We're being hailed by the Rhode Island. On screen.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sessin has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Ah, cool. Sessin will get killed by the Predator people. That's gonna work, Captain Kim. Alright, let's go kill some shitty Klingons.
We will hunt!
Ready! As they should. getting my speeches confused. No, we're not done yet. What are you talking about? Okay, now we're good. Remain here with the Trojan and coordinate the cleanup efforts.
The Toray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure you treat our people first. And try not to turn them into zombies. I know you want to. Don't do that. You may proceed to the Bravo front, Admiral. Yes.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
So I think in this case you want to go with Hazari, but let's see what Admiral Tuvok suggests.
We are facing a picket line of cruisers, so we need ships that can withstand constant, persistent attacks. The Hazari could be a good choice. Their defensive capabilities would be a good match for the Vaadwaur cruisers. I believe the Cooperative would also be sufficient to the task. I would not recommend the Hierarchy, however. Their ships are more suited to espionage and surveillance, so fighting a large number of moderately powered vessels would not be advantageous.
Thank you, Admiral.
The
We'll go
Vaadwaur
with
have
the
set up a cruiser
Hazari.
picket line in this area.
Neelix!
Which ally? A sound tactical choice. The Hazari methods utilize one ship to reinforce the shields of another. Vaadwaur cruisers do not have the firepower to break through the reinforced shielding.
They don't stand a chance against the Hazari. At least I presume they don't. Admiral, I'm detecting Kazon warships warping in. They're hailing us. Isn't Sesson dead? On screen?
The Kazon Ogla will no longer stand by, while the Relora and Nistrum sully our name with their treachery. I will make good on their false promises.
Frankly, Jal Cardin, I'm surprised at your nobility. I'm glad for your help. You're welcome to shoot some Vaadwaur. I will refrain from calling you people shitty Klingons. Neelix is having the time of his life. And this is so exciting. Disable satellite security, okay. Admiral, we must disable the satellite network to prevent the Vaadwaur from receiving surveillance data that might allow them to make a counterattack. First, we need to override the security measures on one of the satellites. Then we can transmit a virus that will shut down the entire network. Understood. Set a course to the satellites. I'm already here. Inject the virus.
We have defeated the first wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work, Captain. Keep me apprised of your situation.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
Acknowledged.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Ready to proceed to Charlie Front, Admiral. Yes, let's go visit Charlie Front.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
Yeah, this one I think we have to do cooperative with, but let's see what Tuvok says.
We are facing battleships flying in formation with frigates, so we need ships that can disable the larger ships, or otherwise neutralize their tactics. The cooperative would be a good choice. Their ability to confuse the opponents could result in the larger ships destroying the smaller ones with friendly fire. The hierarchy would likewise be a strong option. Their espionage and surveillance tactics may allow them to isolate the larger ships.
Thank you, Admiral. I'm glad you agree with me. I'm sitting in the cooperative.
Line of battleships
Seven!
Frigates.
I summon you.
An excellent strategy. The technology of the cooperative may be able to cause the larger ships to attack the smaller ones. Certainly the cooperative coordination and discipline will be more than a match for the tactical abilities of the Vaadwaur.
I have great faith in the cooperative. Bring in the Borg. We don't get a Borg cube. No cube. Okay.
Deploying the cooperative was an efficient decision.
Yes, watch out for that artillery. Peak efficiency. Admiral, you must secure the orbital platforms here. We cannot afford to leave our rear flank exposed. Set course to orbital platforms. I'm right here. Okay. Orbital platform secured, Admiral. Over Galaxians. Hello, Robin and Republic forces. Thank you for joining in the fight. Galaxians.
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
Hang on a second. I don't know why I left my phone like so far away from me. We have secured the platforms. Please proceed with the transportation.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Well, I think we should hold this area. Well, you should hold this area while we proceed to the next area. Maybe we proceed to a Delta Front, Admiral. Let's travel to Delta Front.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you?
Well, let's see, Admiral Tuvok. What are our choices?
We only have one wing of allies remaining, so we have little choice.
No choice.
You will have to deploy the remaining ships.
Yes, thank you, Admiral. Live long and prosper.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise
Send in
attack.
the Doctor with his...
Who do you want to assist you?
Send in Doctor Who with the hierarchy. Actually, no, he's not Doctor Who. You think people would ever get Doctor Who and the Doctor confused? I know sometimes I probably would.
A wise choice. The espionage and surveillance capabilities of the hierarchy should help us prepare for any surprises the Vaadwaur might have in store.
Yes, okay. My thoughts exactly, Admiral. I have great confidence in the hierarchy. Well, I wouldn't say great confidence, but I think they'll do what is considered financially profitable for them.
Impressive deployment. The hierarchy are more than capable of capturing the Vaadwaur.
Potato heads. What do I pay you for? just like have them all here. It's overwhelming. That will be a more prudent strategy. Excellent. Admiral, you must disable the orbital repair platforms in this area. Vaadwaur could repair the ships and allow them to re-enter the conflict. The platforms are networked together, so if we can access the recognition protocol subroutines in any single platform, the change should propagate to the other platforms. Good idea. Set course for the platforms. I'm already here. The Benthans are hailing us again, Admiral. On screen. Sir, we have broken through the ranks of the Vaadwaur defenders. They are falling back, but we have them contained. We anticipate being able to rendezvous with you at the Echo Front shortly. Excellent work, Captain.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold this area, but we proceed to the next. You ready to proceed to Echo Front, Admiral? Yes. Let's go. Let's finish these Vaadwaur off. Once and for all.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vaadwaur dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
Question. Where are the Klingon and Romulan forces at? Because we have Delta Alliance Klingon and Romulan forces. Where the hell are they? Like, where's Commander Zarok? Where's Koran? Shouldn't they be helping out? I'm just wondering. Because we have more allies from the Alpha and Beta Quadrant too, so I don't know why they're not here. But okay, I have to press on, even if I have to do it all by myself.
Not quite
here.
alone.
Okay.
The Rojan have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Oh, glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
Wonderful, Seven. We could use the help. Why don't you have a Borg cube? Well, actually, know what a Borg cube probably isn't that. As it's been proven in the past, the Borg cube is not very advantageous against the Vaadwaur, because they just artillery shell the cubes to death, so they're very big targets. Wow, Harry Kim doesn't wait, he just dives right into it. Okay.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command.
Okay, fantastic, Doctor. And Neelix, yes. Yes, Captain Neelix. Indeed, Captain Neelix, thank you.
I am impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, my tactical analysis indicates that our forces are inferior to the Vaadwaur.
I think we can handle it. Admiral Tuvok, you are very pessimistic here. Admiral, we're being held by the VSW Voros. Oh, is this Eldix?
The Vaadwaur are relentless. The probability of our survival is
It's
slim.
Gaul. Never mind, it's Gaul. I don't know where Eldix is. How sad. I hoped you would put up more of a fight. Sorry to disappoint you. I'm kind of stuck here talking to people at the moment. Actually, we're not doing too bad of a job on their own here. Oh, there's Eldex now? Yep, there's Eldex. You stay out of showing range. Fine for that. Alright, it's just you, Gaul. Go down. Throw everything at him. Everything. Okay, I think we got him. We beamed down to the surface. That's
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
Excellent. I am needed on the surface. Admiral, Gaul appears to have escaped to the surface in an escape pod. Oh, let's get after him. Yeah, this is good. We'll take these people. Let's go get him. Oh, landed somewhere in this area. He must have gone to those tunnels. Well, let's follow him. And enjoy my nice rainbow triple. It's so cute. Bunch of Vaadwaur ships down here. Oh, nothing over here. How'd you get down there? Oh, nope. One of these guys. No. Thing. Somebody help me out. Colas, get me up. You're the best, Colas. You're my favorite. Ow! God damn it. Help me back up again. Colas, help me back up, please. Here, bro. Good. lost my buff. Triple buff. I like him. There's a rock over here. Uranium.
Your persistence is a credit to your race.
Welcome, my friend.
But it is time.
You should have joined me when you had the chance.
You're talking over yourself.
Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
Your persistence is a credit to your race, Admiral. But it is time for this and your story to end. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home. It's over, Gaul. Surrender now and save the lives of your remaining soldiers. I don't care.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaadwaur tribe.
Any more?
Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course. But that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
No. Generous offer, but I must decline.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
And I feel only contempt for your delusions. Ah, boy. Monsters now.
The Vaadwaur controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger.
I don't know why you couldn't just shoot him in the head, Eldest. Why'd you have to do that?
Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
Hey, you could have done that.
I don't... What? That's impossible!
And now Gaul runs away.
The Vaadwaur Empire will never fall. You will not even be a footnote in our glorious history.
Kill the Vaadwaur. Kill the Vaadwaur. Oh, let's go again. Stop being immune. Immune, critical.
We cannot be stopped. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gaul. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
Double tap. Oh, he stood back up. He's not dead. Oh, he's dead now.
The remaining Vaadwaur have surrendered. What is your current situation?
We're in Gaul's command center. Admiral, Gaul's dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, not yet. Join me and we can investigate.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Would you contact them for me? Everybody in one piece, so, yep.
I was responsible for the return of the Vaadwaur. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vaadwaur will do so as well.
Seven, you could never know what would happen.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Toray, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vaadwaur here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vaadwaur. Thank you.
You're welcome, Seven. I couldn't have done this without you. And next time I see you, you'll have your grunge outfit. And let your hair down, you know.
War is just a pointless waste of life. Usually for a political reason that doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gaul was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
Indeed. Captain Neelix, what's your opinion?
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gaul and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gaul and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Goodbye, my friend. I never got to try your Leola root soup. Hopefully I never will have to. I'm gonna go talk to Harry Kim for next and then Tuvok last.
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Gabali, and now stopping the Vaadwaur, I think we were needed here. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you. I hope we meet again.
It was good serving with you, Captain Kim. And Tuvok.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gaul's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
But were they acting alone? Admiral, I'm detecting an unusual radiation emanating from that door over there that's purple. Let's go investigate. That mysterious purple door, which kind of seems out of place. What could be behind it? Strange device.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vaadwaur origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Looks to me like it's Iconian. Remember them? Acknowledged. Looks like we are done here, Admiral. Ready to beam up? Yes.
With the defeat of Gaul, we've saved the Quadrant from a terrible threat. Well done. This unknown artifact concerns me, however. We'll be in touch once we know more.
Alright, I'm sure he will be. Excuse me. And I got a Vaadwaur pistol as a reward for all of that.
There's something interesting I'd like you to look into.
Alright, so the Vaadwaur are now officially been defeated. But there are still some things left to do in the Delta Quadrant, which I will take care of next time. So 2 missions are basically a wrap-up to everything in the Delta Quadrant. We'll undertake next time. Still trying to get my Klingon mission to pop up here, as it's being stubborn. But yes, in case it wasn't made, as we forgot, the Bluegills had infiltrated the Vaadwaur, and they were pretty much responsible for making the Vaadwaur more evil than they normally would be. Those super-powered Vaadwaur were basically Bluegill controlled. So that's why they were so extremely buff, but next time we'll probably find out exactly more about the Bluegills next time. Yeah, it's like come on, missions, just keep the missions up on the thing here. There we go. And the pistol. What do I need? I don't need excess triples. Let's see, who should get the pistol? I think I'm gonna give it to, I give it to my, potato head friend. Mox. And I guess no, next so. How much I'd like to leave his weapon on him since I can't upgrade it, I'll probably just give him the wrong pistol. That's gonna be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. And next time I do this, we will most definitely be finishing the Delta Quadrant next time. There's only a little bit left here, so. Alright, that's gonna be it. I'll see you next time, which will be later this week. Maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know, we'll see. Depends on how I feel. Want to stream tomorrow night or not. And yeah. And then we can finally move on to something that's not the Delta Quadrant. Been here forever. Alright. Have a good night. Bye-bye.